Hi, this is part two to talk about the water, okay? But listen, I failed to tell you, I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do. I am simply passing along information that I have learned and thought that you would be interested to learn it as well. Because a lot of times we are always talking about our health, but we need to first understand this body system in order to preserve it and protect it from the pathogens, okay? And pathogens are bad bacteria that lives in our gut, all right? So you see, the immune system, y'all, is the body's protector against bacteria, viruses, and other infections that could be harmful to this body. It involves the lymphatic system, which consists of the lymphatic vessels, and the lymphatic vessels is what pulls out those wastes out of the intestinal tract. Now, and one of the main functions of the lymph system is to ensure recycling fluid from the cardiovascular system, which delivers nutrients and oxygens to all the cells in the body. Okay, well, in case some of you don't know what is the fluid or where the fluid came from, well, the fluid is from the food that we eat. Okay, that's what is called the fluid. Well, anyway, the cardiovascular system carries the fluid, the blood, away from the body, and then it returns back to the cardiovascular system. And then the lymphatic system, it wants to make sure that the fluid flows in the right direction, all while pathogens, which are those bad bacterias, are being destroyed so that it can re-enter back to the cardiovascular system or to the bloodstream. The lymphatic system, we need to understand that, is a network of tubes, vessels, and tissues throughout the body. Well, it carries that fluid called lymph that has leaked from the blood vessels into the tissues, and it empty back into the bloodstream. That's the bottom line of the lymphatic system. And the lymph fluid also carries oxygens and other nutrients to the cell, and it carries away the waste product out of the cells. Okay, well, anyway, the lymphatic system involves the lymph nodes, and the lymph nodes consist of the spleen, the bone marrow, the B and the T cells. And the lymph nodes is what helps fight infections from destroying germs, by destroying germs and cancerous cells. And the spleen also helps fight certain kinds of bacteria, and their main function is to filter the blood, remove unwanted red blood cells, detect viruses and bacteria, and then it triggers the release of pathogens, those fighting cells, which are your B and T cells, all right? Then the bone marrow, which is that soft, spongy tissue inside the bones to make the bones forming cells, which are blood stem cells. And then you have the lymphocyte, which contains the B cells and the T cells. And the B cell refers to the the bone marrow, and the T cells refers to the thymus, and it recognizes and destroys abnormal body cells. The thymus is the main organs of the lymphatic system, and the leukocytes, which are your white blood cells, they are the ones that produce antibiotics that are used to attack invading bacteria and viruses and toxins. I'm going to stop it right here. Please come back and listen to more information about the water. But I'm trying to do these things in detail so that you can understand the body system first, okay? Know that I love and care for you.